Talk.com.
Okay, welcome back to Central Valley Buzz, everybody. Remember when General Jamie was on? He was talking about AppCal and how he thought that the owner was being mean to him. Well, guess what? On the commercial break, I got a text message from the owner. Uh-oh. And yeah, check this out. It says, "I'm already getting texts about your guest, General Jamie, trashing me. I guess it hurts when you have no talent." Oh, no. Yeah. But he finishes it up with a LOL. Darren Schmall, I love AppCal. Darren Schmall, he's a good sport.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, it's Military Appreciation Day. I have John Mulligan here with me. John, how's it going?
It's going well, thank you.
Now, it's Military Appreciation Day. How come I didn't hear about this?
Well, the event is ahead of us by several weeks, and we're just really getting out in the community with it. But it's going to be held on May the 17th from 9 in the morning until 5 in the evening. And it's going to be held out at the Clovis Memorial District out in Clovis at 5th and Hughes.
That's a great building, isn't it?
It's a beautiful facility. And they recently acquired a nearby, used to be a furniture store. I think it's at the corner of 3rd and Clovis Avenue. There's going to be a museum.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a go-go organization. They're really moving ahead on, and this whole idea of honoring our vets is a big thing out there.
Well, the vets should be honored. And, you know, when I was a kid, when we were taught that whenever we saw a serviceman come by that we'd stop and thank him for his service. Yep. And I just wish that a lot more people felt that way and did that. What were you in the Army?
I did not. I was not in the armed forces, unfortunately. And I say that unfortunately.
Why is it that you get behind it, though?
Well, because I appreciate what these people have done. Fortunately for me, at the time at least, I was able to get deferred during the Vietnam War because I was initially a student in college and then married and then had a kid, and all that worked together. As I got later on in life, I realized I missed an important opportunity to acquire self-discipline. That not that I'm undisciplined, I'm just unruly.
Oh, I know.
And that's something I think you do, yeah.
So you didn't serve, but you saw how important it was that the people that did serve.
Absolutely. But you know, until we got started with this effort almost 2 years ago, I didn't really do much about it. But we had the opportunity to hear a speaker, a young man by the name of Justin Bond, who was a double amputee from action in the Middle East. He spoke to a group of people from St. Anthony's Church called the Silver Angels. We're all fairly mature, if you will, and he told us about his efforts in helping his comrades to get back into the swing of life. And that ignited a few of us in that group. Most importantly, a lady by the name of Marty Nicely, who has led this whole effort tirelessly. Nobody understands how she can do all she does to put this thing together. We don't do anything. We just sit around a table once a month and comment on her efforts.
On how well she's doing,
does
right?
all the work. Yeah. But anyway, that spirit caught on with us, and this is the second event that we've planned. And our first event last year was a parade and a job fair. Went very, very well. We're hoping to increase the participation this year. We've eliminated the parade.
Okay.
There's a lot of parades around, but we've provided a resource fair as well as a job fair and an opportunity for our vets really to get down to the nitty-gritty of what life is all about, you know.
Well, it's got to feel great to go out there and get involved with these guys, right?
Oh, it does, yeah. It feels very good. It's a sense of giving back, and that's important. As we get older, that means a lot, because most of us have been able to reap a lot of benefits from our lives, and it becomes important to give back.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of these ex-enlisted men are kind of forgotten.
Oh, absolutely.
And so it's nice that you guys are having an appreciation day for them. What will you be doing for the vets that day?
Well, several things. We're going to have a job fair, and we will have potential employers at that job fair who will talk to the vets. We'll take their resumes. We'll tell them about possible job opportunities that they have, either existing or coming up. We'll have a resource fair where there'll be over 50 agencies from around the community to help with such issues as mental health. How do you get into the veterans system of medical assistance and so on?
Because some of these guys just don't know how, right?
Well, no, they've never done. Most of them have never done it before. They enlisted in the service. Now they're at the end, and they're just coming back into the real world. We will also have a series of seminars and workshops that deal with the kinds of things you and I have had to learn throughout our lives. Estate planning. How do you go about securing a loan? How do you write a resume? Things that we all face along our lives. So we think we've put together a pretty good array of subjects to help our vets back into society, and we're looking forward to it.
There's going to be food. There's going to be entertainment.
There will be food. There will be entertainment. We're offering a complimentary lunch to each of the veterans and current service members. Actually, 2 lunches to them and their significant other. There's going to be entertainment for kids, bounce house, and I have the details some here on my app, but I don't want to open that up. So, but yeah, there's going to be activities for the whole family. So our draw is really, we want to draw the whole family to it. We want to draw not only the veterans and current service members, but we also want to draw the general public. My opinion only, when there's a lot of people out there who aren't vets but are there, they are showing a pretty special form of honor for our veterans. So, yeah, we're hoping to draw a lot of people from all across the community.
And this is going to be May 17th, right in Clovis.
May 17th,
and
right.
It starts early in the morning and goes all day long.
Yep, goes all day long.
It's very, very, very cool. Is there any way that the community can get involved?
Yes, they can. I'll give you my phone number because it's on posters all around town. I can be reached at area code 559-355-4050. And we have lots of opportunities for people to get involved, to actually participate in the events that day. So,
are there things that people can donate to your society?
Well, at this point, money.
Yeah.
We've got our course plotted, and we've lined up vendors for food and that sort of thing. So, about all that they could donate, as a practical matter, is money. But we really want their support in terms of their attendance. That's what we really need now. There's lots of people.
Awesome. Well, I know that the AMVETS, we had them here a little while ago, and they have a great program about finding vets that don't have homes, new homes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And we just had the veteran home open up out on the west side of Fresno. So it sounds like some people are really in this area getting behind the vets.
I think so, yeah. Very definitely. And if I can share just a personal opinion, I was just talking to a Vietnam vet a little while back, yesterday. We did a terrible job when the Vietnam War ended. We blamed the shame of that war on our veterans instead of on our government. And those
a lot
guys
of those guys are just kids, really.
Yeah. Now the guy that I'm talking about, that I was talking to, happens to be my brother-in-law, and he was involved in Vietnam. And so I know it's a very real thing. He's got very real experiences to talk about. And it was an embarrassment for this country, and should be an embarrassment for this. It should be a valuable lesson. So, but hopefully these efforts like what we're doing, the AMVETS, all these other organizations, is turning that around and helping people to understand that there are political decisions and there are military decisions, and they're two different They're two different kinds of decisions, and they're two different groups of people to blame. So, just to put it bluntly.
Well, when these guys were coming back from Vietnam, a lot of them were spit at and had things thrown at them, and they weren't treated like other war veterans.
Yeah, that's true. Like never before or after. I had the opportunity a couple of years ago to Washington, D.C. for 4 or 5 days with a group of Vietnam veterans, primarily from the Visalia area. I expected I was going to hear a lot of trash talk about how poor. Not a one said anything about how poorly they were treated, and they're very positive. Congratulations to them; they've gotten through it and gotten over it. But it's a travesty what happened then.
John, I think it's really cool what you're doing for these vets, man.
Thank you.
We'll try to get down there on May 17th to Clovis, to the Veterans Auditorium, and hang out there with you guys all day long.
Yeah, good.
It'll be very cool. Hey, we're going to take off. We're going to get this weekend started. So what can you do? You can go out and just be the best president you can. Go out and support your local artists. We'll see you this Monday morning at 11 a.m. Bye. Say goodbye, John.